everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our Paws on Netflix podcast.
Today we're covering the Netflix anime series, BNA. Not to be confused with DNA, the song.
Yes, BTS. Okay, set in a world where beastmen and humans coexist, a human teenager wakes up as a beastman one day and flees to Anima City where beastmen live peacefully. Now she teams up with the wolf beastman.
They say beastman a lot in here. Yeah,
Yes.
we know.
And they investigate how Michiru, which is her name, became a beastman.
Good grief.
And uncovers the secrets of Anima City.
And you gotta want to take a shot every time we say beastman in here, because that's going to be used a lot.
I don't drink, so it'll have to be aloe vera juice.
Right. And before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get updates on future podcasts and more to pause videos.
Yes. And it took us a while to get to this. It actually was requested by Bally Curry G.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, I got it right. And she requested it some time ago, and we finally got around to watching it. The first episode, we watched a few minutes and turned it off. We had something else to do. And finally, we got back around to it. And then we wished we had watched it a long time ago when she first suggested it.
Yeah. And for here, when you hear the description or you read online, it sounds awfully similar to Zootopia, which seems to be kind of a little trend here with the Netflix anime. Whenever they have anthropomorphic animals, it seems to go the Zootopia route of having two species or types of species against each other, and there's always some sort of chaos or uneasiness with them all the time. Like with Beastars, it was the predator animals and the prey animals, like Zootopia. Here, it's the humans and the beastmen, which are humans that can turn into animals.
But this is a much more interesting story. But first, I want to give a shout out to the voice actors. One being Jeremy Lee, who is Michiru. Yay!
Yay!
And then the wolf beastman, whose name is Shiro, yes, with a U. Shiro Ogami. He's voiced by Ben Diskin. I call him the... he sounds a lot like Todoroki when he's done other characters. So these are the two main characters in the story. And this is definitely, for me, a much more interesting take on that genre.
Right. And for here, you know, we know that Beastars, Zootopia, they're all three shows, right, and all have their own take on the animals and what it'll be like from one against the other. And here, it's like for Zootopia, they touch more on the detective part of it, like with Judy being a cop and having the mystery of the animals going savage. They kind of take that and make that the entire series instead of focusing on one particular thing with, you don't like them because they're savage or pet or animal. They kind of have that in there, but it's all the animals got issues. It's not just, only the savage animals are bad. All the animals got sort of their own issue with other beastmen or humans and so forth.
Without giving too many spoilers, I don't think it's a spoiler, but it kind of explains the concept. You have beastmen, people who were born that way. Then you have humans who suddenly have begun turning into beastmen. It's never happened before. But Michiru and her friend suddenly it's happened to.
Yes.
And they want to find out how this happened, because at first they don't even believe her. They said it's not possible, you're lying. And she has to find an ID that someone stole from her, that was stolen from her, to prove that she was human.
Right.
And when that happens, they're like, well, how does that happen? That's not possible. And then you have...
she keeps saying that was like a disease, like they call it beastmanitis, like she's forcing them to turn into beastmen.
Right. And then you have this conflict, like with the star snelly, with the star belly Sneetches and the Sneetches that don't have stars, and Dr.
Seuss,
yeah, Dr. Seuss, and the beastmen that were born that way have problems with not only the humans who don't become beastmen, like Michiru and her friend, but them as well.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, it's conflict pretty much all around.
Right.
And as the show goes on, you start to uncover like some more of the mysteries of the city, what's behind it, how the beastmen live, how they view humans, and they kind of have this thing where the city is just for them. They won't allow humans. They can't contact humans. You can come back there. And it's like, if they even cross over one little thing, hell happens.
And the technology won't even give you information on the human world outside of Anima City.
Right.
They blocked all interception. Yeah.
Right, so there's no communicating on the web without leaving. So, yeah, it's actually a really interesting concept that they really built more upon. So I felt like they were more inspired by Zootopia and touched more on the detective part. It was more like watching a crime drama. But it was still fun. It was still fun, but it felt like a crime drama.
Now, Shiro in here is, as you said, he works for the mayor.
Yes.
And he's called, well, he's supposed to be a silver wolf.
Yeah.
And he has white hair. And looking at him, he looks really young to be doing what he's doing. And all that's revealed later. And right now, he's like Levi Ackerman in Attack on Titan. No one can take him down. No one can beat him. He always can seek out and find everyone he's searching for. He's got these real heightened senses, especially of smell. And he can track anybody, anywhere in Anima City.
Right.
And then as the anime unfolds and you watch more and more episodes, you find out more and more how all of that works. How the police department has been handling all of these different encounters between the Beastmen, who is Beastman on Beastman crime, and then you find out eventually Ogami's or Shiro's backstory, which is really interesting. Right. I'm not going to give you any spoilers.
Right. I will say, if it to pick like a standout episode, as everyone gets backstories on why they feel this way towards humans or the Beastmen, there's one that has that, and it was just almost all comedy, where they sort of do a mini parody of Bad News Bears. They have this team of kids from a slum segment of the city, and they have this baseball team, and they get beaten mercilessly every single game, and people love it. And at first you think, oh, they just suck at it. No, and they literally have all these people betting on the kids losing, and they try to kill them like every game. And it's not like, oh, they're so good that they destroy them. They actually do attempt to take them out, and it's part of the game. It's that this is not how baseball is played.
There were quite a few standout ones. I really liked also the second to the last episode, where so much comes to light, and then it's culminating in right before the climax, which happens in the last episode.
Yes.
But it's really a great series. I really wish we'd watched it long ago, and I really, really hope there is a second season.
Right.
It deserves a second season.
Well,
the voice actors, all of them are outstanding. The storyline is engaging and riveting and action filled, and there's so many things that you can figure out, but also there are many turns that you don't see coming, things you can't figure out, and it was really just a lot of fun to watch.
Yes, and unlike Beastars, they didn't have at the end like something that they say, oh, second season coming. They didn't do that this time, so you're really not sure if this is going to continue. Did they finish the whole story? Is this all they want to do? Because the manga's still going, so do they do like Oran and make up an ending, or are they going to wait for more to come out, how popular it gets, and then do another season? Or is this just it, and it's sort of open-ended?
Right. So we know many of you have seen this series, and let us know what you think in the comments below. Did you see it when it first came out? How excited were you to see something that is in a particular genre, tells the same story, but does it in such a way that you're gravitated toward it, and it's exciting to watch, and it seems like something new. Right. And if you haven't seen it, it is available on Netflix. It's a Netflix original series, so take a chance, watch it. You'll be glad you did, just like we were.
Oh, and one last thing I want to add is that the music is actually pretty good. A lot of people are fans of the intro, but
I love the outro.
Yes, both are catchy, but I think the outro is the favorite because they
the
bring it up so many times in the show. It's like, okay, this is the main theme.
But the song in the end, I find myself bouncing to it a lot. I hear it in my head. It's really good. The opening, I'm sorry guys, we skip, but we let the entire outro play all the way through. That song is really amazing.
Right. So, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and be sure to like, subscribe, and notification bell to get updates on future podcasts and World of Paws videos.
And hopefully a season 2 of BNA.
Yay! I'm Mask Entertainments.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace. And you gotta watch it to find out what BNA stands for.
And reporters sitting flashing lights. Trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you wanna do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. Her in my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket. Give it to you later on in the form of a locket.